Hello everyone, welcome back to Trek A Day. Today we have another of the Star Trek Best Episode collection volumes. Today we have volume 16, which includes a TNG two-parter and an episode of DS9. Starting off with Time's Arrow Parts 1 and 2, which I've always felt is such an underrated two-parter. When they started doing those TNG Blu-rays where they were editing together the TNG two-parters and releasing them remastered as sort of a missing movie, they didn't quite do all the two-parters, and a few of them I could see why maybe they wouldn't get that treatment. They seem to stick with the more impressive and popular ones. I kind of wished that Time's Arrow had received one. I've always really liked this two-parter. Fun time travel story. Just always found it to be very enjoyable. And I think some people don't like the very over-the-top Samuel Clemens that Mark Twain, but I don't know, I've always found it to be really funny and fitting within the context, at least, and the tone. The Enterprise D is recalled back to Earth, and while there are many more experts in an archaeological expedition, like why was the Enterprise D called back? Well, there's proof not only that there was an alien presence heretofore unknown about on Earth in the 19th century, but they found evidence that in some manner the Enterprise D was involved, as they find Data's head at the dig site, as well as an alien presence. And we get a time travel story, first with Data accidentally being sent back to 19th century San Francisco, and some revelations about Guinan's character and how she had been on Earth previously, and just how long-lived her species can be. And I thought it was just a fun two-parter. I always found it to be the sci-fi element with the aliens feeding off human energy in the past, and I thought that worked very well. And I liked the almost TOS feeling time travel aspect to this two-parter, and being very humorous at times as well, and lots of nods to some previous time travel stuff. So I thought it was always really good. One that I thought was always underappreciated. Really enjoy Time's Arrow, and I think part of it too was that my dad was an English professor, and he was somewhat of an expert on Mark Twain. He wrote like a dissertation on Samuel Clemens and all kinds of stuff, so he really loved this two-parter, and he would always watch it whenever it was on, so that's probably part of why I really enjoy it. And then, if you follow this channel at all, you know how much I love Deep Space Nine's Trials and Tribulations, my favorite episode of Star Trek. So I won't go too depth into that one. This classic episode. If you've never checked it out, check out my top 100 favorite episodes of Star Trek video series, and especially that top 10 to get a deep dive into what I think of Trials and Tribulations, because to me it is an absolute masterpiece and an incredible celebration of an anniversary at the time of Star Trek and the franchise, and just brilliant. Absolutely love it. So this is one of my favorite volumes so far in the collection.